Looks good. So today we have a very exciting workout plan for you. It's going to be probably not as intense as we have been. This week's been quite challenging, and honestly, I'm pretty drained. It's also just me today. Chelsea has a prior engagement, so you're just going to have my beautiful face talking to you and staring at you. Probably means there's going to be a lot of useless rubbish talked. Which is nice. So we have 2 parts today. We're going to start up with a 10-minute AMRAP, and this is going to be very, very leg intensive more than anything else. So we're really going to be working a bunch of different ranges of movements. And then we're going to finish up with a 5 rounds for time, okay? So the goal, it's going to be based around bridging. We've been working on these a lot in our classes this week, so we're going to get a little bit of a workout done, just something slightly different for you guys. And then we've still got 100 sit-ups to do at the end of that as well. So today, because we're going to be working our legs and because we're going to be doing the bridging, we're going to spend a little bit of time just mobilizing our lower back, make sure it's nice and loose before we go on to all the other kind of stuff. So just find yourself a little bit of space. Okay, our lumpers are up here. So first thing I want you to do is, in fact, we're not even going to do this. You're just going to sit with one leg in front of the other, or you can sit cross legs if that's not comfortable. And you're going to do like a circle with your, what's it called? Lower back. So we're just trying to loosen off this lower back area, start it moving. Okay, so you guys can see, I've just got one leg in front. I'm just trying to get all the way through, keeping my hips on the ground and go one side to the other. Okay. After you've done maybe 5, switch direction, do the same thing. And then we're also going to do exactly the same thing with the other leg way around. Okay, so that might be 5. This will probably feel weird. Most people only really sit cross-legged one way. Certainly feels very bizarre for me. It's like playing guard in one direction. So do a nice big circle all the way around. And then switch direction. Not necessarily the most exciting start to a workout, but sometimes, you gotta prep the body, despite what Chelsea says. Okay, from here, you're just gonna rotate your hips side to side, really dropping them down. Don't go super fast. I was going probably a bit too quick then. Just go through the movement. Nice. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to grab our back of our knees. We're just going to rock back. We're going to sit up and then use our biceps to pull ourselves in. Okay, so we're trying to pull ourselves forward, keeping the lower back very relaxed when we do this. Okay. So we're not trying to use our back muscles to bring ourselves forwards. We're trying to use our arms, not just one arm. Bring it forwards. Nice. Spin it around. You're going to go into cats and cows. So arching up as much as you can, dropping it down. If you're anything like me, your abs are probably a little bit sore. So breathe in when you do your cow, and then out when you do your cat. Okay, from here, tuck those toes. You're going to drive back all the way onto your toes here. Okay, just pushing through the shoulders for a second. Legs don't have to be straight, but we're going to move ourselves forwards over to like a press-up position. So I'm pushing through my shoulders, and then we're going to move ourselves back into that downward dog again. This is actually going to warm up our shoulders a little bit. Really try to, I'm not moving by using my legs to go back, I'm pushing through the ground. So I'm opening up those lats as well. Nice. Good. Okay, from here, walk your feet in best you can. Okay, you're going to squat down to the ground. Okay. I didn't actually want to go all the way down to the ground. I wanted to be in a low squat. So try to just maintain maintain this low squat position as best you can. Okay, then hands to the ground as you breathe out. Push it back straight. Breathe in, come back to your low squat. Take your legs out a little bit wider. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but now my knees are coming all the way to the outside. Breathe out. And then in, get a good flat back position. Nice. Turn it forwards. I'm just going to go onto all fours. Hands come in by your shoulders here. First one, just untuck those toes. You can use your back, push, and then use your contracting your back, and you're going to push with your arms, trying to stretch out the front of your abs. Nice. Now you can do that again, or we can start in like a low press up position here. Okay, so I'm off the ground and go all the way into an upward dog. Nice, and then from there, just pull back, pushing through those arms again. Nice. Okay, so workout today, right? We've done a lot of these exercises before, and with some of them, I don't need Kieran for today, you can use a weight, and I will probably use a weight for this, particularly for the first one. So, 1 second. This is my trusty kettlebell. So the first one we're going to do is Romanian deadlift. Without the weight first, it's very, very simple. Just foot's off the ground. You're going to drop down, and then from there, you're going to pull yourself back up. So it's like a one-legged deadlift. You can do the same with the weight as well. So I'm going to pull myself back through. Okay, keeping my back nice and flat, and then bringing it up from that point. Okay, that's our first one. Calf raises, they're pretty self-explanatory. You don't need to be up on a raised thing. In fact, it can be bad for your feet, but we're just going to try and drive up fully through our feet, okay? So we've got 10 on each leg of the single leg Romanian deadlifts, 50 calf raises. You can use a weight again for that if you want to. Squat pulses, we've done these before. So we're going to do 10 of these, but you squat down, and you go 1, 2, 3, up. That's 1 rep. So you go down, 2, 3, up, 1 rep. And we're going to do 10 of those. And then toes up, 10 toes up. 2 ways that you can do this. You can either be here, and you're just going to elevate your toes up off the ground, or you can do the straddle version. Same thing, trying to elevate the toes up as best as you can. 10 of those. Quite challenging on the hip flexors, but good movement to work as well. All right, and it's 10 minutes, as many rounds as possible. So it's 10 Romanian deadlifts each side, 50 calf raises, 10 squat pulses, 10 toes up. I'm going to start my timer and hope that I don't forget the order of what we're doing, because that would be quite bad. So, here we go. We're going to go 5. Hope you guys see that. 2, 1. These are very challenging in terms of stability as well, which is why they're a good exercise. Really try and drive through the hip when you're pulling up. Okay, calf raises for 50. Lovely. And then it was the squat pulses. Again, you can use the weight if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then toes up was the last one. And back to the beginning. Okay, calf raises. Calves are burning a little bit. I guess that's the goal. I can't talk and count at the same time. I'm not even going to try. Oh, that was rough. Okay, remember when we're doing our squats, good flat posture. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Leg lifts. Whew. 3, 10. 2 rounds done. Here we go. I think that was 10. Oh, calf raises. Down calf raises. Just under 5 minutes to go. Squats. Squat pulses. Brain is not firing today at all. Oh, it's different, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 12. I just kept going. That was an extra 2, bonus 2 reps. 3. 3 minutes. 3 minutes 20 to go. Okay, we are 90 seconds to go. See how far we get. $50 seconds. Squat pulses, 15 seconds. So, I got 4 rounds and 50, 75. 4 rounds and 75. Not bad. Man, can we go to 50? We're at 53 of these now. That's crazy. So remember, track your results, record your results as best you can. So the next bit of the workout is 5 rounds for time. So you need a stopwatch. Okay, and we're going to go through 3 different bridging movements. All right. So the first one is just a basic bridge. All of these, so it's going to be 20 reps, and 10 reps. So we're going to do a bridge. 2 ways you can do it. You can either do up over one shoulder, or you can just do the hip hop. But either one, make it super explosive. Okay, that's our first exercise. Our second one, again for 20, is we're going to do a bridge, and we're going to go straight into a shrimp. Okay, again 20, and then we're going to do bridge. So we're going to bridge, shrimp, turtle, sit through for 10. I'll go through that one more time. So we're bridging, shrimping, legs gonna go straight. So I'm coming up to this position, turtle, hand down and sit through. Okay, that's a very common sequence for side control escapes. All right, so it's 20 of the bridges, 20 of the bridge and shrimps, 10 of the shrimp turtle to sit through, okay? We are gonna do it as fast as possible. Try to get through 5 rounds as quickly as possible, and then we'll finish up with our bridging, okay? You should be able to do this, I would suspect, in about 5 minutes. Well, let's see, here we go. Bridges are first, here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now the bridge, shrimp, turtle, sit through. 1, 2, 3. That's wrong. Okay, so this might take slightly longer than I first thought. Back to our explosive bridges. Bridges. Oh, we're supposed to do 10. 2 rounds down at 3:30. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 5 minutes. Round 4 coming up. Wrist to shrimp. Oh, I've got shrimp. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, last round. We're at 7 minutes 10. Brace the shrimp. Try and stay flat on your back for as short a time as possible. So, this position. I've very much lost count. I think that's it. Finish. 9 minutes and 2. So, just gonna catch my breath a little bit. It's a lot of ground mobility. If you're doing explosively, you'll feel it in your glutes like crazy. Okay, you're driving through the glutes and the hamstrings. the whole time. And providing you're really pushing yourself, you can hear I'm out of breath. So ideally minimizing ground contact, so you're staying in the working phase. So the ground contact is when we're flat. Whether we're doing a bridge and shrimp, we always return flat. So not resting here. We're exploding into it. I touch, maybe it's like I'm laying on a bed of nails, and I go to the other side again as explosively as possible. All right. Whew. Now, I'm gonna give you guys just a minute or so to catch your breath for 30 seconds. I'm gonna go into our sit-ups. So we have 100 sit-ups to do. Again, as fast as possible. I'm averaging just under 3 minutes for 100 at the moment. So ideally you want to start getting faster and faster as you do this, or if you can't do 100 out straight, your goal is to do as many as you can. So let's say you can do 60 in a row, 60, and then you do as many as you can again. Let's say you get to 100, cool. Next time you come out, do 62 and then 38, and just keep building up that way. That's progressive. It's going to help you, your body keep working. You don't want it to settle. Because I'm already at 100, my goal is to go faster and faster every single time. So I think yesterday I was at 250. So that's my goal for today, is to get below 250. It's forcing my body to work harder. All right. So we're going to go. Let me find some appropriate music that I really like. How long is this bad boy? This is 4 minutes. Exactly. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Can't see that, 225. I'm gonna keep going, just do a little bit of stretching off. If you're not done, keep going, and then join in when you are done. So if you need to, you can pause this video. It's the wonderful thing about live streams and YouTube. And we can come back to it. So just come into this cobra position. Very, very relaxed. Staying on my forearms intentionally. Okay, just trying to loosen off the abs a little bit. So it was quite a hip intensive workout. So we're going to spend a little bit of time, particularly stretching off the front of our body. It's going to be really, really important. So if you're with me, come down, hands by your shoulders, underneath your shoulders, contract the back, and then once you're at range, push, try and get those arms locked out. It's okay if they're not. We're going to get a bit of a deeper stretch. Untuck those toes, push into downward dog. Maybe tuck the feet in a little bit closer. Just stay here for a couple of seconds. Okay, come to a press up, into a low press up here. Untuck those toes, and then arch. Legs staying off the ground, legs nice and strong. Really arch it through, open up that hip. Just stay here for a few breaths. And then tuck those toes, bringing it back, dropping it down again. Okay, now from our downward dog, we're going to elevate our leg high as we can. And then we're going to go to our same side elbow. Hold for a second, elevate again, open out those hips as much as you can. And then into your nose, really try and round it. And then up one more time, open the hips, all the way to that far elbow. And then last one, really open it up as much as you can. And then take a big step in front here. So we're going to go into this lunge position. Okay. From here, you're going to just pulse that back leg. Okay, up and down. So we're straightening and engaging, and then dropping and sagging. Nice. Okay, untuck that back foot here. In fact, we can do another stretch here. So we're going to reach back, grab onto those toes, then you're going to drop into that stretch on this side, and you should feel it right down the front of your quads. The goal is to let your body weight do the work. So you can see my hips bent. We're trying to get that as straight as possible. Good, and relax there. Toes, we're now going to go to a half split. So you're just going to pull back. Okay, toes towards the ceiling. Hips stacked over your leg. Okay, and then we're going to transition into a lunge. And we're going to keep going through these two positions here. Okay, so my weight's going to come forward, up onto the top of my feet. Push, back, straighten and pull back. Good. Hands inside, leg behind. Let's go back through. So again, onto your toes, low push up. Okay, and then you can do your cobra or your up dog. Arch through. Untuck the toes, pull back. Down dog again. Take a couple of steps forwards. Try and stay out of my sweat patch. Open up the hip as much as possible. Okay, let's go to our same side elbow. This is left to left for me. Again, into our nose. Up again. Cross to our right elbow. One time up. And then in. Try and get it all the way in front. No problem if you can't, my lower back's pretty stiff. So from here, we're going to relax and straighten, pushing that back leg out. Nice. Drop that knee. Hands can go out a little bit. Grab those toes. And same thing, sink into the stretch. You might kind of move around a little bit until you feel like where it hurts, or not where it hurts, sorry, where you need to stretch. For me, it's about here, I think. There, that's it. You'll know when you hit it. Nice, top of the foot back to the ground again. Pull back into half splits. Just gonna hold for a second. And then we're gonna come up into a tripod, sink into a lunge, and then just keep repeating that process. Tripod, lunge, back. Nice. Leg back behind, up into plank, low plank, untug those toes, arch up, and rest here. And then pull back, pressing into downward dog. Then slowly, let's walk our hands in to our feet. Here, rounding up and relax there. Okay, guys, really great session. As you can see from my glistening brow, that was quite sweaty work, but it was a lot of fun. We worked through some good movements. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to share this page with your buddies if you want to help them get a little bit of a workout. If you're in our group tonight, we've got a positional study. It's going to be super exciting. We'll put the replay up anyway, so you guys can check it out for the members of the group. And yeah, if you want more of this kind of solo drilling stuff, grab a copy of Super Solo Drilling. It's a course I produced probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now. It just covers tons and tons of solo drilling movements and how to put them together for like good workouts, particularly while we're kind of isolated in lockdown. You know, it's a way that we can at least train something, get a good workout, work through some of our transitional speed and jiu-jitsu specific conditioning. All right. It's not going to replace a training partner, but at least you can, you know, help support your jiu-jitsu and help that, you know, maintain that jiu-jitsu specific conditioning. All right. So there's a link below this if you guys want to check it out. Other than that, guys, have a great day and I will see you guys all soon. Os.